This video is in conjunction with Palatrax Tackle. Catch more fish.
Well, we're off fishing. It is about the 27th of June and you've been forgiven for thinking it's October, November. I've got my woolly hat on. The rain is lashing against the windscreen. Dad's driving over there and we're off to a lake that I've never fished before. Dad's fished it a couple of times. In Exbridge, Lakeside is it called, Dad? Yeah. Lakeside, it is on the Tiverton tickets, which we got our Tiverton ticket and the NRA ticket the other day, got the Tiverton ticket in the Clumpton tackle shop along with about 80 quid's worth of gear, loads of stuff I'll never use, but it looks useful, as it always does, the old tackle shops. Yeah, got our ticket and we're coming along, just gone sort of past Tiverton along Studley way now, I believe. Along
towards Dulverton.
Towards Dulverton. The first place I ever cast a fly line was here somewhere.
Yeah, passing it now.
We're just passing it now. And
Studley Bridge.
Studley Bridge. And I never got on with it at all. I remember cracking off some grey dusters that Dad had carefully tied up, and on the back cast going too far forward, cracking it like a whip and cracking the flies off. I never got on with fly fishing. I wish I did, because I bet it's quite interesting, but the coarse fishing is my first love, and we're off doing that today. We've been told that there's bream in here, quite a good head of bream, between 5 and 7 pounds, so probably set up a little method feeder, which I did buy in the Clumpton tackle shop the other day. Little Drennan 25 gram and 35 gram method feeders, and we've ordered some more off eBay, and they're called Cobra, and they're a totally different sort of style of mold for the feeder. You put bait in both sides. It's like a lid that flips up, isn't it?
That's
like
where you fly fish, John.
That's where we fly fish, or Studley, the sign for Studley. Just down there we'd park, and the River X is down there. Yeah, there he is. And yeah, these Cobra method feeders, it actually sort of, it's a mould and has a lid that squashes down, and then the lid's on a hinge and it pops up. We've ordered a few of them. They haven't arrived yet, but they look useful. We'll be taking them back to Thailand when I go back on the 2nd of August. But for now, we've looked at the weather forecast. It's not brilliant, and it's pretty chilly for the rest of the week. I've got another few weeks here, off to Spain at the weekend. I'm sure that'll be a little bit warmer. Bit of sun and sangria. But hopefully there's going to be some smaller fish in here, so I'll set the pole up as well. Probably set the pole up, set a little method feeder up, and if my hands are too cold to hold the pole, I'll flip the method feeder out, and one of my little Scopex 6mm wafters that I got from the tackle shop the other day on a little hair with a QM1, and wait it out for a slab or two. But carp don't count. We're gonna have a quid on it. We did fish the other day, and I did start a video in, but Dad won the quid. He caught some lovely crucians, 3 tench, these little hybrids. I couldn't get them going. I fished the blob float, and I think it was wrong. I think you needed that little bristle and that sensitivity for the crucians. Slipped up, ended up snatching bits on the inside, picked up a couple of bonus hybrids, a perch and a few rudd, and missed out by 1 pound 4 ounces. Dad had 15 pound dead, I had 13.12, so it was a close one. I'm not saying his foul up Tench won it, but you know, it did. But that's the game. I'd have claimed it just the same. But we're gonna fish for the quid today and give it a good go. Here we go. We got the old Devonshire countryside, yeah, and a pretty bleak sky. Here we go. Just been chatting to a chap here, and he's told us come around the corner, and here's the lake. It's a beautiful lake, lots of lily pads, like an old English estate lake. Lovely big island there. Actually, it might be part of the bank, that point. And I'm just going to walk around here. Sun's shining. If it shines much more, I'll be able to take me cap off and take my woolly hat off and put my cap on. But it's still pretty brisk. Lots of Canadian geese over here. And chap advised us to drive up the road here and unload in a gateway, so we're going to do it. And I'm going to wander around. There's peg 4. Look at that. Be a lovely little spot to fish. Got to try and stay away from the carp. Beautiful day. Weeping willows. Lovely. After 3 years not being able to get back to the UK for one reason or another. Well, one reason, COVID. It's lovely, absolutely lovely. Canadian geese here are wandering away from me. They're shitting bricks. Looks like there's shit everywhere. Peg we got here. This is peg 6. Have a little corner. Fancy that in a match if you was after the carp. Loads of geese here, look. Troop of them. We got here then. This is peg 15 here. We were told, I'm sure it was 16 10. There's a fish there not looking too healthy next to the pads. Must be 16 there. 10 and 16. Was that right? I reckon that's one. That looks like a point swim over there. I'll go over and have a look. Help Dad unload the car. There we go. We're just mixing a bit of ground bait up. Got a bit of green swim stim. Father and I have shared a bag of this one. This is all new to me again. Oh, it's that sweet smell that you remember from when you were young, Vandenide and all those other sweet ground baits, the old census. And we got some micro pellets here as well, so still not exactly sure. I did enjoy fishing the pole the other day, but it's more of a feeder peg where I'm fishing. This is like a area here with some buoys in the water, which I believe there's some cages so the fish can get away from the cormorants. Got a little patch down here if we do want to fish the pole, but it's a lovely little spot, Here we're going to give this a bit of a wet in a minute, so it's perfect for the method feeder. And mix and dampen some micros, pop them in, give it a go. Now we've mixed a few pints of ground bait there. Bit of water left over. Just stick some micros in that. Let them soak. Should be enough. Make sure they're covered. A touch more water in that. Could well be doing it completely wrong. There you go, we got our micros in here. By the time we start fishing, they'll have swelled up, absorbed all the water, and then go in with the feed as well. Got a lovely little rig made up here with a little pellet band on a hair. It's nice. This one's actually designed for actual cage feeder fishing, so we'll reduce the length of this one, get it down to about 4 inches. A little loop twice through the loop you made in the loop, and that's as simple as it gets. Wet it, pull it tight, cut that one off. So hopefully that will then slot on the adapter. Like that, a little adapter that slips inside the feeder. Push the little bit of rubber down so he's stopping both loops come off the adapter. He pulls inside the feeder, creating the bolt rig, and that's it. Maybe that's a fraction too long, but hopefully we're going to turn it over. Something made by Dad here. It's basically a piece of wire brush turned over. You push it through the end of a nice big bit of corn. Hopefully get the rubber in a little loop. If you use a baiting needle, then sometimes you'll break them. So stretch the rubber, pull the corn on, and then let it go. The rubber expands inside the corn, and then you pull it back into it, and well, that's it. Hopefully, I haven't done a lot of this. Like a little bit of feed in, drop the bait in, a bit more feed, pop that one on there, give it a nice press, pop it out, and your corn sat inside that. Hopefully when that breaks down, one piece of corn for a bream to find. It's lovely, isn't it? A little bag of dead maggots here, so it's maggots that have been frozen to kill them. Pop some of those in there. A bit more for the bream to find. Looks like it's past the parcel. There we go. Rip that one out. Pop a few in there. They don't wriggle because they're dead. So the method feeder's not opened up. The bait on the method feeder is not opened up by a wriggling maggot, but you still feed maggot. Get them in there. We can pop a few grains of corn in as and when. If you chuck all your corn in, it's hard to regulate how much is going in. I've had a couple of casts on the corn. Might have had an indication, but just fancy just change the hook length. Instead of the band with the corn on, just going to change it to the couple of dead maggots on straight onto the hook. See if we can just get a few bites. See the two dead red maggots sat right on the top there. Looks lovely, doesn't it? A little change of tactic, a little cage feeder, and we've hooked a fish. Little skimmer, it feels like.
Nice little fish. Whoa, look at that.
Get a few of them, hopefully.
Brilliant. That's great. I was chuffed now. I really am.
Well, I think they're there.
Nice little fish.
He's even left me with my bit of corn. My hands are quite cold. Getting the hook out. Here he is.
Nice little skimbo.
There.
Yeah.
There she is.
Round a pound.
About a pound, yeah.
Lovely though. It's great to see.
Yeah.
You'll be away now, John.
Lovely.
I'd like to think so.
Superb. Cup in a bit of feed on the pole line. Pinch of maggots. A few grains of corn. A few micros. A little handful of ground bait. A couple of them. See how it goes. Well, we've had a change of tactic. Go on the pole. Hooked a carp, lost it. Decent sized bream on here. Game changer. He's in there. There we go. Bream about 3.5 pound. We've had to mess about. I won't take the corn. I won't take the maggot. Well, so we've had some micro pellets here that we've wetted. Goes to a bit of a mush. Turned into a paste. roll it in the ground bait, make a bit of a ball out of it, and then onto the band that's on the hair next to the little size 20 QM1. That's what that fish just came on. You never know, we might have it right. So the bream might have moved in. We've hooked another one. Unless they were there all the time and they just wanted that taste wrapped in ground bait, but I doubt that. Pretty sure. Oh, I don't know, this might be a little carp now, the way he's going. Not going too hard, but seems a bit livelier than that last carp bream, but he was a bit old. What do we got? Oh, it's a little Tench. Lovely. Yeah, this little male Tench. He's lively, I want to drop him. Yeah, superb. Well, we got what feels like a decent bream. It was a strange bite, so there's a chance he's foul hooked. But there is some big bream in here. That's a nice fish. Similar size to the first one. Ooh, old and battered, like myself. Yeah, a second decent bream of the sesh. No, nightmare. Nightmare. Ooh. Look at it. Might have got away with it. Well, don't know what I've lost, but certainly my dignity. Bream landed in the ground bait bowl, flipped it over. It all went everywhere. Hat went in the water, and gotta work out if I've lost anything. Ground bait punch. Luckily, the ground bait mould floated. Nobody died. Well, somehow the bream ended up in the keep net. Everything else ended up on the floor. The only thing that went in the water was my cap and the ground bait mould, which floated. And somehow that could have been a disaster, but wasn't. There's our little bit of pellet that's been turned into a paste. Bit of ground bait moulded around it, and we carry on. Ridiculous. Got away with murder. I really did. Lovely way to feed. These little ground bait punches, they're fantastic. Pop a bit of ground bait in them, give them a little squeeze, pop me a pop. There'll be little cylinders of ground bait going down. You know exactly where they're going. You know exactly how much you're feeding. Pretty much a small feeder's worth. I can't believe nothing broken, nothing got lost in. Got a bit of a shake on. Might be just a cold, mind. We're in again. It's another bream. Came up a bit strange then. Might be foul. Look, this one. That's the line's wrapped around him. Fish about 4 pounds. Better looking fish as well. got all these fins and everything.
Ooh.
Yeah, cracking fish that.
This is brave. I'm going to try and do it again.
Yeah. Nice fish. The ground bait paste and the ground bait punch working nicely. Very satisfying. A lot of fish there. There we go. Whee, a jumping bream. Oh my god. Jumping bream. Wish I'd had the other camera on for that one. Decent one as well.
He's a hungry.
Nice that Bream don't fight too hard. That one leapt like a salmon. And she's there. She's there. Well, from struggling all day, we've had 5 fish for about 16 pound. Another nice slab.
Go. Gonna risk it again. There, nice fish. Hold him in the net this time.
Get the slime off the net. Go again.
Like and subscribe, please.
Doing it again, Harvey.
Any skims?
Yeah, it's some nice, I think 4, maybe 5 nice bream and 1 tench.
Oh, you're miles ahead of me. I can catch fuck all. Really.
Only a little
3
tench.
small fish.
I just had a jumping bream that nearly made it to the buoys.
Oh.
And then before that, the first thing, I had a carp go all right around there, and he ended up in here, and he was
Lively then.
I thought he was stuck in the pads for ages, and I thought surely the line's going to break. The line never broke, and I managed to get the landing net head, the back of the landing net head around the stalk of the first lily pad and flipped that one off, and then when I done the second one, it broke the hook length. Bit annoyed, really.
Was that a bream or a carp?
It was a carp, yeah. Now the bream haven't fought that hard at all, really.
I had a carp smash me up just now.
Did you?
In
Just
the pads.
just went straight in.
Yeah. Let me float back, luckily. I tried the QM ones because I went to another barbless and 2 or 3 little fish come off. So I thought I'd have interest. I put a QM1
Yeah.
and they've all come off since.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've been catching since I made the pellets a real sticky mush, and
What, got it down in lumps like?
wow, no, and then before I'll show you in a minute. I roll it up and then roll it in the ground bait.
I haven't caught nothing really worthwhile since I come up to you earlier.
Yeah.
How's the time go there?
I haven't had a look actually. I'll have a look. Hang on, I'll when I bring this one in, I'll have a look.
You know, I just had a curiosity.
Colour just turned up there.
Yeah, chap there just turned up.
I heard you talking to him. He said something about he was here last night, wasn't he? He was shouting over to you, trying to talk to you, and he said he was here last night, but I didn't hear the rest of it.
Oh no, I couldn't hear what he said. I said to him, "Sorry, I'm deaf."
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
It's like just can't hear.
Get it nice and sticky. Nice and sticky.
A shitty pellet, is it? Oh. That's good.
And then when I ship out, with the 2 ground bait punches, and I reckon you're just getting 3 lumps go down. You're not getting them looking for little tiny bits.
That's good thinking, John.
But I think, mate, they've probably just moved in, you know, a lot of it. But it's since I've been doing it. If you were using bigger bits of paste, it wouldn't hurt to have a longer hair.
Oh no. That was a dig, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hey, since the better fish moved in, the bites have been really good, you know.
They're good depth. I think it's deeper.
Yeah.
Cool, look at they blows. That's brilliant. There's some fish there, and that's lovely blows.
Yeah.
Little fine bubbles. They're feeding when they're doing that. Comes out the gills, I reckon, don't it?
Yeah.
All round it.
Gotta go, hasn't it? It's gotta go.
You'd have thought so. You stood here, perhaps.
No. Oh.
Oh, there's a bite.
All right. That might be a little tench. That's how the tench went. The bream were quite lethargic. Might be a little carp. The tench went a bit like this.
Good fish. Not a brisket.
Hopefully it's a little tench. Bream have not done a lot at all, you know. Might be a little carp. Might be why I didn't have a bite for a while. Come on.
little tench.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Tench, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah, you've certainly got your own back today. I've struggled today.
You gave me a better peg. I had the better peg.
Yeah, as it turned out. Nobody knows, do they?
Yeah.
Win well.
Yeah. But bigger than the first one. The first one wasn't very big.
Bigger perhaps.
Yeah, I'd say the first one wasn't very big. I seen this one. This one looked about £3, didn't it?
Yeah, at least.
Ah, my own fault, I think.
Why?
I just probably had the pole too high for too long. A bit more manageable, the Bream.
Yeah. It's a decent one.
All about the same size.
Oh, right, that's a lovely fish. I got nothing like that. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that is an old fish. Yeah, nothing like that. I know. That's ever no mine put together. Lovely fish, John.
Now he decides to fight. Let's come out, eh? Just took the Bream. That feels quite a lot bigger. Heard they're in here up to £7. It'd be nice to get one over £6. Try not to rush it like I did that Tench just now and pull out. Size 20 QM1. It's not huge, but they're strong hooks. You won't straighten the hook, but you might not get a massive wide hook hold. Take your time. Now, well, I don't want to hold it up too much because we're having a mare. Oh, there she is. Tench about £3.5. Oh, absolute live wire. Female fish. Smaller anal fins. There. Nice one. Full action. We just had a disaster with the last Tench. The elastic basically parted. On the yellow elastic now. Luckily it broke after the fish has landed, but this actually is looking more like a Bream now. I'm not going to get in too fast. That was my own fault last time. Got it in too close and he went in around the pads behind me. This is a Tench. I've got to be a bit careful. Not a huge one, not as big as the last one. Heads up on the surface. See if we can keep it there. She's in the net. Fish about £2.5, right? Beautiful green tench, isn't they? Lovely to catch a few. I was hoping to get a few, and we've had some scorchers. Absolutely beautiful. Superb. This one's already registered in about 8 ounces.
I did see him haul a few.
So he, yeah, he's £4 with the, so he's about 3.5. Yeah. Do you want a photo?
Not today.
There's the last few. I forgot to video the first net. It was £20.
Oh, what a fish.
So, Oh, it's 13 and a half, so he's about 13, so £33.
Very good.
£33.
Very good.
Lovely.
Big fish, John.
One of those breams not looking too lively. There he goes. He's all right.
They think they're still in the net sometimes.
They think it's all over. Oh.
Some of the mats in here that come off the bread are used, isn't it?
What's that, mate? Look who we bumped into. Mr. Mike Fenn. Tubby will love this, won't he?
Tubby will love it. Don't you dare.
We won't mention any of the carp you've had.
No, I haven't had any carp. No carp at all yet.
Don't worry, it's not going on. It's not going on the internet.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much. You turn it off then.
Okay, Dad. Nice one. Yeah. Okay. When was the last time I seen you, Mike?
Yeah, get out of it.
When was the last time I seen you? Hey?
A long time ago, down the basins.
Yeah.
Must have been down the basins.
Must have been a while ago, yeah.
Mate, I was over there and all I could hear was your voice. Hilarious. Right, and your dad said John. It's like, what the hell? All the time. First time you're here.
Yeah, first time I've ever come here. Yeah. Yeah, a lovely lake. That was a thoroughly enjoyable afternoon. I struggled this morning, but beautiful lake, isn't it? Gorgeous lake. Yeah. I watch Mike wander off with my phone here now. Yeah.
Mate, I'm not going to steal that.
No, it is shit. Go get a carp. I want to see one.
Nice to meet you.
And you, mate. Nice to meet you. To meet you, nice. Oh, it's funny. There we go. Here we're home, and Mum's done some lovely burgers. We got burgers and homemade burgers, and Dad's going to give us a quid.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
They're in the window waiting for you.
He took a quid off me the other day, but I didn't do a video for that one because I didn't win. So yeah, that's yeah, lovely. Look at that. Oh, that was the one that's the same one I gave you on Monday, I think. Yeah.
John.
Hang on, I'll just check it.
What?
Yeah.
Wastelings.
Hello, wastelings are here. Yeah. You know, Danzaks will be chuffed with that. So we got our way bags really for taking back to Thailand. Watching a bit of tennis, and yeah, I think Dad gave me a good swim today. I had £33. Dad had about £3.5, £4.
Yeah.
We were in carp corner. It was silvers only. I think I ended up with 6 bream, 3 tench, and a few bits and pieces for £33. Everything was in the last 4 hours probably when they came in, fishing the paste. On the hair, and yeah, on to Friday. Not sure where we're going yet, but we'll see what's happening. Super stuff. Tightline vibes.